vibes. Okay. All right, y'all. We are here for the new moon in Sagittarius secret code name readings. These are the secret flyby readings. So, we're going to be figuring out what's going on with these energies. And before I get started, I just want to say an extra thanks to Get Your Soulmate and Dump Him here on YouTube, who gifted everybody here messages from the Sacred Mirror cards, which we will be using today. And I also want to thank the anonymous giver of the 𝐷𝐸𝐻𝐵 tarot, because they arrived today in time for this new moon. But it was completely anonymous. I couldn't for the life of me find out who sent them to thank them. So if you gifted the 𝐷𝐸𝐻𝐵 tarot deck to the channel for everybody, thank you very much for your gift. I am looking forward to using it for this divinely timed event. Now, there are a lot of challenges going on with this new moon energy, though Jupiter is in fact going direct. And me personally, despite all of the actual challenges in the cosmos, have been super blessed because, I mean, if you think about what's going on right now, Mercury and Venus were conjunct on my natal sun, and I had the sun and moon conjunct on my natal Mercury Saturn, with Jupiter trining on all that energy, including on my natal moon and my natal Venus. So I have a lot going on. Big blessings in my life, and I'm looking forward to having some of these messages come through for you guys. For the 4 secret code names we have today, we have Supernova, Lilac Stars, Astrophysics, and Pluto's Dream. For those of you unfamiliar with what the secret code names are and how these secret code names work, they are purchased by individuals via my Etsy shop. Okay, that link will be should be in the description. Once you're in Etsy and you purchase a secret code name, I let you know, hey, I got it. This is your secret code name. So you know which of these readings is your personal reading. It's a personal reading with me. That's what these secret code names are. The beauty of how they function and their intention is that anybody can resonate to a secret code name and be drawn to it, feel the need to click it in divine time. So there's most likely a message in there for you if that is the case. All right, if you have been drawn to a secret code name in divine time, that is most likely the case. Now, the way my camera is set up right now, guys, forgive me, I can't actually see the comments. So thank you in advance for leaving comments. Thank you in advance for any super chats that are left. It is greatly appreciated, and I will be getting into these messages. Okay, I'm also going to be using the Sacred Tarot of the Heart deck for clarities with the 𝐷𝐸𝐻𝐵. Now, this is the first time I've used both of these decks, so we're gonna see. We're just gonna see what kind of messages come out. I did peek in this deck, and there are definitely adult or X-rated artworks. So if that is not your thing, or you can't appreciate art in that way, I mean, Alex Grey, he's a famous artist, then, you know, sign off. Okay, this is technically an adult only channel. You should be 21 years or of age or older if you are here, and if that is a problem for you after the age of 21 and you can't handle it, like, I don't know what to tell you. So, and these cards are huge. You can see how huge these cards are. All right, but we are going to see what comes out with these. And my 𝐷𝐸𝐻𝐵 tarot. I'm so excited to use these. I'm like super pumped. Okay. Oh my God. I love all you guys, by the way. Oh, and so that I do not forget to tell you, I know that I let you guys know whether or not I would be continuing to do the secret codename events in 2023 because of my work schedule. I know you guys know that I work crazy hours at my job. I work 50 to 60 hours a week, every week with my job outside of the channel. And I have decided to continue doing secret code names in 2023. They will not go back to 12 slots because I don't have that kind of time. But I will continue to do 4 slots, some of which are already sold out for the entire year. So if you would like to book any secret codename messages like this and have your own personal reading with me while helping ripple to the collective, you know, who is connected with your vibration and get messages out there, it's now would be the time to do that, right? Now would be the time to do that. You can actually see which full moon, new moons, what dates the events are, and what signs they fall in. So if you go to Etsy, you would click the secret codename events item, and you are able to pick which secret code name you would like to book from there, and I will give you your secret code name in advance, and if for whatever reason you forget, I will be able to refresh your memory. Okay, so we are going to be getting into these messages. I'm pumped. Like, y'all don't even know what the heck transpired for me in the last 24 hours. Shout out to Nima, my boyfriend, which totally happened. I will have to do a whole nother live on the breakthrough process. And I want him here for that. So he will be here. He will be here for that. I could not be more tickled in soul. And y'all have been a big part of my twin flame journey. And so the inner union that I kind of cracked wide open, that is going to be a him and I discussion with you guys. So he will be flying in. He will be flying in mid-December, and hopefully I can convince him to get on camera with me. Because I would totally love to have that conversation with you guys, with him, because the twin flame journey, I feel like for me, reached an absolute pinnacle, and I feel blessed. I feel truly blessed to have him as my partner. So with that side note out the way, oh my gosh. Yeah, the fucking stars aligned, man. When the stars aligned, Jupiter blessed me. Mercury, Venus, the sun and moon straight up just blessed the fuck out of me. And clarity, right? And so maybe you guys will have some major breakthroughs with the energies today coming from these readings, right? Because this is secret flyby. And so the secret codename theme, Spirit kind of giggled when they gave it to me. So I don't know what the fuck Spirit is up to for you guys as far as like where these secret code names are. I know they're really fucking cool. I was kind of excited to see those secret code names come out. But when Spirit actually gave me the theme, it kind of giggled. So we're going to see what kind of energy comes through for you. All right. Starting with, come on, cards. Secret code name Supernova. And like I said, timestamps will be in the description and the comments after the live is over. So if you need to fast forward, rewind, whatever the case may be to get to a message, you will be able to timestamp it. All right, you will be able to timestamp it. All right. These big cards. Spirit, please. For secret code name Supernova, and those who would be drawn to it in divine time. Ooh. We got the skeletal system on top. Look at that. Now, this camera, I know is different when I record and different when I'm live, so if I hold the card upright, upside down, like, forgive me, however you guys see it, but this is the card. It's called Message from Alex Grey and Allison Grey. Okay, so this is a reflection in divinization. Okay, and it says, in a cosmos of billions of galaxies, in a galaxy of billions of stars, there's a planet with billions of people, the only one we know. And every breath we breathe is a miracle. Our hearts pump. We see, we feel, we taste, we hear, we touch our world. And sometimes we forget the pure wonder of our brief journey on Earth. Our lives are committed to making artwork that wakes people up to the miracle of life, the value of being human, and the transformative power of love. There are moments when we see behind the opaque curtain of life, when the Infinite One shines through the skin of the beloved, and we recognize the game we are in, the journey we are on, the powerful things that we are, and the truth that is worth living for. Let us build a new temple in accordance with this vision, where the interfaith spirit of pure possibility can be embodied in transformative architecture. Vision becomes form. Vision becomes form. You can actually see all these works of arts on display, by the way, at the Chapel of Sacred Mirrors. Okay. That is an actual place. This card, in its simplest meaning, is a reminder that there are no coincidences and that everything is a miracle. Your whole life and everything you're witnessing. It's a miracle. So, Supernova. Remember to look around with eyes of wonder. Okay? Remember to view your world and your experience with eyes of wonder. All right. Secret code name is Supernova. Let's get into the tarot. With that message, let's get into the tarot. Insight, please, into the secret flyby. A spirit is still giggling. What insight, please, Spirit, for secret code name Supernova and those who would be drawn to it in divine time. All right, we have the Three of Wands. What else? That's interesting. Interesting card. This is the first I'm using it, so this is really cool. We're going to have all kinds of interesting little messages come through. What else, Spirit? Three of Wands is all about the journey. The journey we are on. We also have the Empress and the Eight of Pentacles. Let me look at these. The bird here, the skeletal bird, is holding a book, and it's called Projects of Virtue. Projects of Virtue. And there's multiple different kinds of flowers on here, including roses. A journey of virtue. That's interesting. And it's interesting even more to me, there's a secret flyby and there's actually a skeletal bird on the Three of Wands to start. The Empress also has those similar flowers, and she's actually holding a rod that is similar to the Hierophants, but it's also something that I've seen in certain magician cards. And there's this sacred heart, the flaming heart, the cosmic heart here on her dress. And there's butterflies around her. And she's kind of keeping her face slightly hidden behind this transparent fan. So it's like, it's almost like trying to keep your face hidden but not doing a good job. And then we get the Eight of Pentacles, which she's wearing a crown of what looks like white but almost metal roses. These roses actually look man-made. So, I'm getting this energy of almost like Fool energy, where there's almost like this need to take like a leap of faith on yourself, on your ability to choose and work on what you actually want to receive. Like you might actually have to pull your Empress energy out of the overgrown thicket Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that diligence is a virtue. Like, we all know that patience is. But diligence, I'm being drawn to diligence with the Eight of Coins, the Eight of Pentacles. Three of Wands is giving me leap of faith vibes. Like, you might actually, we're talking about secret flyby, right? You might actually want to take a leap of faith crossing someone's path. Give me some clarity, please, Spirit. Let's get this Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck. I thought it was super fitting with Mercury and Venus conjunct in Sagittarius. especially because Sag is, in fact, the sign of the prophet. So Spirit, clarify the Three of Wands. Clarify the Empress. We're on secret code name Supernova. This is the first of 4 for those of you just tuning in. The Chariot. And clarify the 8 of Coin. Third eye chakra. 3 major arcana. I've got 3 and solar plexus is on the bottom. It's on the bottom of this one. 7 of Cups. You may have a habit of putting love on a shelf. Like a souvenir. It's almost like a souvenir / memory type display. You may have a habit of putting loving memories or people that you have loved on a shelf and keeping them there, like prized memories, instead of going after it. The solar plexus, confidence, the underlying issue is you're constantly awaiting results instead of choosing joy and stability. That's the 4 of Wands under that. So listen, I'm going to give you an example because it is how me and Nima ended up totally coming back into what is essentially the path, because I had listened to the Twin Flame December message that I had put out for 2022, and I couldn't help but feel, even though I know I'm a divine feminine, I couldn't help but feel that it was speaking to me as a divine masculine, right? And so I started to think about how that energy was true for me, because we're all divinely both, right? And the whole point is balance. And I realized that my wounds, who wanted outside of myself to prove my worth beyond what he had already proven, I wanted him to prove. And when it dawned on me that that's what I was doing, that my wounds wanted proof, I realized that I had to prove it to myself. And a flood, and I do mean a flood, it was an onslaught of clarity, both in mind and heart and soul, like rushed through me. And I reached out to him after I was being a complete bitch. I was, and I didn't even know if he would even want to talk to me because I was such a bitch. And not in the things that I said, but in my actions, right, my behavior. And his response, bless him, his response was, "You are the sweetest one." And I broke down on a different level, like tears of a different level, because he didn't hate me and I didn't ruin it, you know, like divine masculine energy waking the fuck up and flashing back into the river and flowing, you know, with spirit. And it was just, I think I cried for about 3 hours in gratitude. it was like the biggest weight was removed because the effort was made. That one step was huge, and it's just been opening and opening and opening even more ever since. Like, I can't even express the amount of gratitude that I feel for spirit and the amount of love I feel for this man. You know what I mean? It's unreal. Like, we talk about the twin flame journey, and y'all have seen my unfolding with who I will respectfully call my catalyst, because I have used many other words to describe him. I will call him my catalyst. What I thought I felt in connection with that person, how strong it was, is absolutely nothing, and I mean nothing, compared to what I feel for 𝐚𝐫, you know. And I feel as if with this message, because the heart's in a box, the heart's in a cage, okay, with the devil energy, this is the master, that you are mastering your own heart and keeping it safe inside your chest, which is what I felt the need to express that part of the story for, because sometimes we want others to prove our value when it's us that need to do that. You know, if you want to receive feminine energy, then you absolutely sometimes have to take a leap of faith on your masculine energy and take an action that you've been wanting or wishing the other party would take. Sometimes you absolutely have to make moves. The Chariot, you might literally have to move, and given Cancerian and Capricornian energy is a polarity, so you may want to seriously look at the houses in which Capricorn and Cancer rule in your chart, see what's in there, and what kind of integration of those energies in their light that you can use and utilize. Because oppositions, as challenging as they are not bad. The way I look at oppositions in a birth chart anymore is a divine opportunity to rise to the challenge of integration between two polar energies that in union create miracles. Whatever vision you see in your mind, right, the third eye chakra, you have to due diligence, take the steps to create it. It's your job. Instead of putting love on a shelf, like a memory of your life, a souvenir time, right, of your life, why not take it off the shelf? Why not take it off the shelf? Why the fuck not? This Empress energy with the Chariot, like, you've got to get a move on receiving, which really does mean you might have to take a leap of faith, taking your heart out of its protective cage, and actually go after working on your vision. And not give up on yourself or anybody else. Remember, the truth that is worth living for. Really, I flipped the card over and that was the first line that I saw. The journey we are on, the powerful beings that we are, and the truth that is worth living for. What we wish another would do for us, we do have to do it and make it possible for ourselves. We do. And I feel like that's the message. I feel like you have to take ownership of your vision and really unroot yourself and go after your joy, go after your stability and soul, go after what makes you shine, because it's keeping you stuck. The coming together here, yeah, you've got to get into your heart chakra. Got a lot of chakra cards. Yeah, temperance energy. You've got a lot of chakra cards, a lot of union energies here. You might have to take a leap of faith, because you never know what that leap of faith is going to find you. And to be fair, I'll even tell you the preface to how this whole event with my, like, veil shattering transpired. I had a question. And I brought it up in the Cancer reading. I brought it up in the Cancer reading for December, because I reached out to a Cancer that I know with a question. And the answer that I got was the exact answer Spirit wanted me to receive, even though it was not the actual answer that I thought I was going to receive. I got the perfect answer. And that one thing that my heart in the cage was holding on to, because I had the fucking balls to ask, it's like the veil was ripped right off my eyes and everything became clear, and I was able to move forward at like full fucking speed. It was like the one anchor, the one hook that was just holding everything else back, and it got ripped away. It got ripped away, and my heart wasn't in the cage anymore. Take a chance on yourself. Take a chance on yourself and see how your actions are putting you in a position of feeling safe, because you don't have to do anything, and are putting the action off on someone else to do it. If you have to ask a question, fuck it, ask. Ask. Reach out and ask, okay? You might need to start there. That was secret code name Supernova. We're going to get into secret code name Lilac Stars. Alright, we're going to get into secret code name Lilac Stars. Alright, Spirit, please. What card above all others for secret code name Lilac Stars and those who would be drawn to it in divine time? The skeletal system with material world on top. The skeletal system. It says, death, you smile because victory is yours. No one knows exactly when your mysterious and terrifying grin will interrupt the party of the body. Yet, with this tense understanding comes an appreciation for the preciousness of our life. Therefore, given your certainty and gravity, thou art the greatest catalyst for our spiritual maturity, through compassion for all who face you and through the urgency you inspire. Physical remains of our evolutionary architecture, your elegant scaffolding, long and straight, curved and flattened, upholds my many pounds of flesh most ingeniously. Paradoxically, my bones, mirror of mortality, contain marrow, root of blood, river of life. The reflection is impermanence. To reflect on impermanence. The skeletal system. It's our record. It's our record, our life. It's recorded in our bones. Our life is recorded in our bones. And because we do know that this lifetime is temporary, that death is the ultimate victor, it does give us this willingness to live, to truly live, to experience, to think and feel and create with joy and inspiration and wonder at what we can experience while we're here. Our bones record our life and make our life possible. So spirit, insight for Lilac Stars. Which was the most beautiful visual I got when I got that secret code name, by the way. It literally looked like a galaxy of just beautiful lilac light mist. It was really pretty to see. All right, Lilac Stars, Spirit, insight, please. For them and whoever would resonate to this message, the secret coding in divine time, that they would be drawn to Lilac Stars. What is going on with this secret flyby energy, right? This reminder that life is too short, right? That life is too short and that we have this time to truly live. We only live this lifetime once. Yeah, we got the Four of Cups. It flew out in the reverse. What else? Temperance. So cards 4 and 14. And the Queen of Cups. The Ace of Wands on bottom. The Ace of Wands on bottom. Let me look at these We have this sacred heart, the violet heart, the flaming heart here being presented with the Queen of Cups. And here, that same heart is on the floor in a puddle of tears, pouring out from the mind. If you could see the skull, right? We're talking about the skeletal system. The skull is actually open, and you can see the water pouring out on the floor. It's like the tears are coming from the mind onto the floor, and the cosmic heart is on the floor in the puddle. With this centipede, which is, ugh, I fucking hate bugs. Like, this sadness is in the mind. It's not in the heart. The sadness of the mind drowns the heart, but the heart is not where the pain is at. And I think that's what you're realizing with this temperance energy between the two of them. The pain is not in the heart. The pain is in the mind. And the pain in the mind drowns the heart. It drowns the love you are capable of giving. Make sure that you're discerning the difference between what your heart actually feels and desires versus what your wounds are making you think you feel. Because at the end of the day, the heart is grateful for things that were misaligned leaving our life. Our heart truly is grateful. The cosmic heart, our heart is truly grateful for everything that we experienced because it made us better. It taught us things. It helps us recognize things. And I'll give you an example. You know, in all the years that I've been on this earth, right, experience, I never had a guy not come on to me or try and flirt with me or be like, hey, beautiful, or want pictures out of me or some shit, you know what I mean? Like, until 𝗏𝐬. And it didn't even dawn on me until earlier this year, like a few months ago. He was the only one that respectfully always spoke to me with respect and honor. He never actually made me feel like an object. Never actually made me feel like everybody else did. He never treated me that way. It's like looking at the experience that you've had. And because everything has been so the same, unwantedly the same, it takes a minute to register that and who, which is different. don't let your mind tell you that there's so many things to be sad about. Because the patterns that shows you what it is to be sad about make it clear when someone does not do those things. When they don't fit the mold, when they break the pattern. When they're different. And their different has always been your sense of peace, your sense of gratitude, your sense of thank God because I enjoy you so much, and if you were like that, it would ruin it. Because that kind of energy is who you give your heart to. That kind of energy is the person that inspires you to seize the opportunity, to plant the seed and seize the opportunity to take the journey with them. Because they're the mold breaker. They're the one that doesn't fit your pattern of pain. They don't fit your pattern of pain. You only get this lifetime once. Don't not see who the actual light at your back is. Because they always got your back in the best ways possible. We've got the heart chakra, again with another 4. The star card, the Ace of Wands again, and the Devil, the Master card. With the High Priestess, listen, on bottom. Yeah. This is a chance for your heart to heal. This is a chance for your heart to heal and to break the chains of pattern, to break Saturn's, right? The Capricornian energy that comes along with the Devil card. It's Saturn's card. It's a chance to break it, to breathe new life, new song, new energy into the self, to recognize that the heart is capable of giving beautiful things and that that's not in pain. The heart is not in pain. It's the mind. And so all you simply have to do is recognize logically who has not repeated those pain cycles with you. Like, Nima's my best friend and has been my best friend for the longest time. And my mind drowning in pain kept me from recognizing the fact that he was so different from everybody else. That was truly worth it. It talks about mirrors. It talks about life force, energy, the river. It talks about appreciation. It talks about not allowing this life to just pass you by, right? The urgency to feel inspired and live. I don't doubt you have an angel in your midst. I don't doubt you have an angel in your midst. One that you maybe haven't recognized as the angel that they are yet. Your angel. Not just an angel, but your angel. We've got Piscean, Capricornian, Aquarian, and Sagittarian energy here. all of this watery energy in the cosmos with Jupiter going direct today is going to help you see the blessings, the dream has probably been right in front of you the whole time. Your mold breaker, your chain breaker, your angel has probably been right in front of you the whole time. And the sadness in your own mind from experience has been drowning your heart space out, instead of you looking at it from the perspective of, okay, this is the painful pattern. Who doesn't fit that pattern? It's like that game when we were a kid, like, one of these things just doesn't belong here. One of these things just isn't the same. And it's like, which one's different? Because that's the answer. That's the answer. Secret code name, Lilac Stars. You've got an angel in your midst. And I think as soon as you recognize that you listen to your intuition and you recognize that and allow yourself to be the creative vessel, this life, that you would take a moment to rest and reconsider all that you've been through, to confront the wounds that you've taken, you'll realize who's been there. You'll realize who's been there. You'll realize the truth. You'll realize the truth, the mirror, the actual mirror, who's had your hand in theirs and soul the whole time, your balance. You'll find your balance. You'll see. It's going to all become clear. Secret code name, Lilac Stars. Your angel's right in front of you. Your angel's right in front of you. I think you might be surprised at the depths of their feelings for you and how respectfully they kept them to themselves because of the pain process that you were healing in. They've probably loved you the whole time and just simply respected you in your journey the whole time. Yeah, secret code name, Lilac Stars. All right. So getting into secret code name, Astrophysics. And those who would be drawn to it in divine time. Spirit, please, what card above all others for secret code name, Astrophysics, and those who would be drawn to it in divine time. The lymphatic system. The lymphatic system. It says, lymph holy water of life, bathing every cell with nutritional healing plasma, mysterious cleansing cousin of the cardiovascular, nodes that swell when inflamed, pick up the pieces of the circulatory system, take away and destroy invading predators, purify, recycle, and regenerate white blood cells, lymphocytes, my defending militia, immunize me. Keep me safely healthy and whole, my guardians of the realm. On a micro level, border patrol, thou art the decider of what is and is not me. The reflection is on boundaries. Really, what a powerful card. The lymphatic system works with the cardiovascular system, right? Keeping invaders out of the blood that would make you sick. It's no different as above and so below, as within and so without, that we have certain people in our life that would destroy any predator who would feed off of your life force energy, who would literally take your energy and your well-being away from you. It's talking about your earth angels. The white blood cells. The holy water of life. Lymphatic system. The fact that the Asian man, and the Asian woman are on top, that may be significant for you in this life, and or if you know you've had past lives surrounding that area of the world, okay? So secret code name Astrophysics, talking about the lymphatic system, the protectors of your life force energy. Insight, please, Spirit. For the secret flyby theme. We have the Knight of Pentacles. What else? The Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune with the Star on the bottom, which is interesting because the Star is typically seen with 1 foot on the land and 1 foot in the water and pouring from 2 vessels, but in this particular card she is half submerged in the water, half above the water, and the water is pouring from her hands. It's desolate outside of the water. It's dry. But there's life in the water. The lotuses, the greenery. And there's the 7-pointed star, so you might want to look into that synchronistically. Also, septiles in your chart, in your birth chart. They're a harmonic, right? That when you divide 360 degrees by 7, you get a septile in your chart. Okay, it is those degrees that separate one placement from another, and they are divine intervention. They are miracle alignments. You might want to look into it. If this is in fact your secret code name, you purchased it and you are Astrophysics, you can shoot me a message. I'll help you see if there's, if or where the harmonics are in your chart. Okay. Looking at these cards. It's interesting. The Two of Cups came out sideways. And coming off of the last reading, it's a reminder that the pain in our minds can get transferred to the mind of another and vice versa. Okay. And vice versa. The thoughts that we feel about. You know, his pain is pouring from his mind to hers for her to understand, and her hand is reaching up into his chest and holding his heart for him. We feel each other's pain. And someone in alignment with you will never want you to feel that pain again. Someone in alignment with your highest good will never actually want you to feel that pain. They'll be the ones that keep your heart beating. The reason why I think it comes out sideways is to acknowledge the fact that that has to go both ways between partners. It can't just be one way where one partner is holding the heart of another and taking on the pain of another, and it's not reciprocated the other way around. That one person would constantly take the pain and be the one to try and heal it, and the other person wouldn't do the same. Also be considerate and recognizing of the pain someone is in and want them to never feel that, right? To hold their heart as sacred as their heart is being held by the other. It has to go both ways. Otherwise, it's going to get extremely painful and tiring for the one person who is constantly taking on the pain of the other and trying not to hurt them. The Knight of Pentacles here. Is carrying a lot of bags. The coin on the third eye of the horse is actually upside down, so the pentacle is upside down. And they're tangled up in the thicket. They're not going anywhere fast. They're tangled up in all of this thicket of vines, and the pentacle is reversed. And he's carrying a lot of bags. Bags in front of him, bags behind him, big bags over his shoulders. He's carrying a lot of bags. The Wheel of Fortune has death on the card, the scythe, twice in black and white. And there's the hourglass in the center. And there's butterflies on one side. And centipedes on the other. One is above, one is light, one is beautiful, and one is a creature that crawls through the dead. You know what I mean? Like you would find them in the coffin, which is here on the card. The coffin is underneath with the dark black death, where the angel death, the white death, has the butterflies and the flowers. The lower one has moths, centipedes, and the coffin. And the cosmic heart here is upside down, where up here it is upright. Listen, let's just take things for face value for a minute, right? Because Mars is retrograde in Gemini and Saturn's in Aqua, okay? Let's just take a minute to look at the reality. If you are in a dynamic with someone who's a soulmate, right, romantic or otherwise, are you constantly holding compassion for them so that they don't feel the pain that they've already felt, or don't feel more pain from you than they're already in? And not getting anywhere fast, because dealing with this person, they have a lot of baggage, a large pain body. And the fact that you feel the need to keep them going, keep their heart beating all the time, you know, make sure that they remember that, you know, there's beautiful things in the world besides pain, is actually potentially weighing you down in the mirror and keeping you stuck, okay? That your guard is down, your protective energy is down, that pentacle in reverse. Because pentacles symbolically are protective symbols, okay? They're a symbol of protection. And it's in reverse, which means you might not be doing a very good job of protecting yourself from this quote-unquote invader, which is why the lymphatic system has come out. You may need to change your fate with this, because when we take on other people's pain for too long, it can make us physically ill. It can make us tired. And not just ill, like physically ill, like we think of a cold, but ill in that we can get depressed, right? We can get lethargic. We can get overwhelmed. We can have anxiety. This may be a time where you need to start healing. I would connect to someone who has compassion for you and ask them their honest opinion about what you should do in regards to the individual that you're constantly holding compassion for. I would be very honest with them and tell them to likewise be very honest with you about what you should do. And I would heed the advice, because they're going to be your white blood cell, okay? Metaphorically speaking. They're going to help you remove the invasive energy that would make you sick. Give me some clarities, please. Like attracts like. You don't want to attract or contract, right? Contract, if you think about it, we contract disease and we have contracts. It's a play on words. You might want to reconsider what you've contracted. energetically speaking. And decide if that contract is something you want to uphold or something you want to release. Yeah, you're going to have to learn. This is observe, Hierophant. You're going to have to see in the mirror. Rest and reconsider. Yeah, you've got to teach someone. Double fives here. Throat chakra, teach. Like you're gonna have to express yourself. I think you have to let a soulmate go. Move forward, move on. We've got the Chariot on the bottom. Yeah, you've got to look to spirit. This is the Eight of Wands, to your own success and growth, and close a cycle with the World card. I think that you have someone in your reality that you feel for, and you don't want to be the source of their pain, but in return, they are the source of your pain. They're a source of pain for you. And their energy being in your life, unfortunately, is keeping you stuck. And I think it's time for you to heal. This Star card on the bottom, I think it's time for you to heal. The Magician underneath, I think you'd be surprised what kind of magic the universe works when you in fact free yourself from that kind of energy, when you get yourself out of the thicket. And instead of needing a horse that gets tangled up in all of that thicket with all of those bags, to just take your one bag and move forward, you know, like your essentials, and make that judgment call. To lay that energy to rest and start your journey forward without that energy holding you stuck. I don't actually feel like this is romantic, okay? For some of you, it might be. But for Astrophysics, the actual person who booked this reading, I don't feel like this person is romantic. I feel like it's a soulmate. It's more likely friend or family, or even someone that you work with that you've gotten really close to, that you take on a lot of mental, emotional energy for them. That you've become wrapped up in being their safe space where they don't get hurt. But you're paying the price for that. Your aura, your energetic alignment, your body, like they're an invasive energy that's become consuming in your mind or your heart. You feel for them. You don't know what to do. I think you may have to, I think you might seriously, if anything, have a serious conversation with them, like, about how much you care about them, but that they're either going to need to make their highest good decisions in moving forward away from the things that are causing them stress, to start letting go of what's causing them stress, because you can't continue, as much as you love them, you can't continue to take it on every day. That it's affecting you and your energy, your mood, your thoughts, even well after you're not in conversation or presence with them anymore. You can't shake their energy. And so either they're going to grow with you, or you're going to grow and vibrate out of their experience. And it's okay if they can't let go. But then you have to. You have to. There's definitely someone in your experience that you're not meant to stay on that level of alignment with them. Either they're going to elevate with you, or you're going to elevate with or without them. You definitely got to open up your throat chakra. And with the fives, like, there's a certain amount of chaos that comes along with that, because things change. 5s are numbers of change. As soon as you communicate, things are different. Your dynamic with them won't go back to the way it was. Their healing is going to ignite just like yours is. Your dynamic with them won't be the same. The way they look at their life and their choices won't be the same. The way you look at your life and your day and what you're choosing to do won't be the same. You won't spend the same amount of time talking to them about this problem, that problem, being there for them, holding compassion for them. You know what I mean? Like, your day is going to be different. You're going to have more time and energy for yourself that's not connected to them. And I think you'll feel a lot better once these changes start to set in. Like, it's always going to feel different at first. It's always going to feel weird because you've been in such a stuck pattern for so long, taking on the pain of someone else. But this is something you're going to have to recognize and shine out of every time. Like I said, it's great if they're reciprocating and also helping you understand your energies and your pain and helping you elevate, and you're elevating together. That you're being that support for each other. But to have it go one way, it's only going to stagnate you every time. It can't go one way. That secret code name, Astrophysics. All right, and Pluto's dream, last but not least, secret coding Pluto's dream. Spirit, please. What card above all others? For secret coding Pluto's dream and those who would be drawn to this message. Which is interesting right now because Pluto at 26 degrees Capricorn is kind of sextiling on this Jupiter, Neptune energy going on in Pisces. It's transformative energy. It's a transformation of how we do things in order to receive what we've always wanted to receive. The energy working there with that alignment. So Spirit, please, what card above all others? We got the psychic energy system on top. And we got Caucasian man. Okay. It says, skin, largest organ of the physical anatomy, details our individuality. Inner systems exist similarly in all people regardless of race or sex. Skin makes our differences obvious. Identifying self as other races and sexes, feeling prejudices and sympathies arise. Integrating with our collective human family. Light skin, light hair, light eyes. From the northern hemisphere. White brother, reflect on your history and imagine your future. It is to reflect on action. Okay, reflect on action. This, with the secret flyby message, this could indicate an actual person. It could be indicative of you, okay, if you are a Caucasian man watching this. Or if you are interested in a Caucasian man, okay? But it is a reminder that we are all the same on the inside. On the inside, our energy is all the same. We're all dealing with the same things. We all have the same inner workings. We all feel similar things. We all think similar things at some point in our life. But our skin is what defines our differences in the eyes of other people. I'm different than you. You're different than me. They're different from her. He's different from them. When we're really all the same. And depending on who we're looking at and what our differences are, sometimes we feel prejudice against some and sympathy for others, right? The differences that we think we see between one person and the next on a metaphorical level, right? Because we're all the same. We're all loving and we're all hurting. But yet we feel sympathy for some and are prejudiced or have feelings of bias against others. If we go beyond the skin, we're still all the same soul here. Like looking at some people like they're angels and blessings in your life, and some people like they're demons or they're fucking evil. And to be fair, the differences are in our stars. The differences are in our stars. Our alignments, why we register people like that, because those are our differences. But we're all the same soul. We're all of the same stars and of the same planets and of the same galaxies in the universe, you know. So Pluto's dream. Give us some insight, please. Pluto's dream, and those who would resonate to this message in divine time. What insights, please, Spirit? We've got the Three of Swords. The Tower reversed and the Eight of Swords. With the Emperor on top. And a total of 11 swords. So listen. The suit of swords in a regular deck of cards is the spades, which I find interesting because the one skeleton here, his face, has a huge hole on it, which is in the shape of a spade. And there's that saying, right? Let's call a spade a spade. This one right here, this huge hole, right, that is the spade, it just pulled me to black hole energy. And they're putting two swords in the skeleton's back here, who is holding the one sword. And there's blood on this sword. Not theirs, but blood on their sword. the one they're holding. Like the skeleton here is driving 2 swords in the back of this figure here, and this one's holding the sword there. And they're sitting on top of their head. There's a labyrinth or a maze on the ground. All of the flowers, the actual red flowers, are what's bleeding. The Tower in the reverse. Again with this labyrinth energy, because there's staircases going this way, that way, into different doors and different... They're upside down, sideways, and right side up. They're all over the place. It's chaotic. There's an open door here that you wouldn't have the same way if the card was right side up. There's an open door here. To dodge a bullet. And I think you're trapped in your head about it. But that you really, really need to face your shadow, your storm on this one. Because someone's weighing heavy on your mind and they're putting swords in your back, and you've cut off beautiful growth that bled because of the decision you made for them. The Emperor, right? This very male, masculine energy. Really, this Emperor is holding a gun. I don't know, that may be significant for you to know. There's an anchor here. Maybe someone who served in the military. The Hermit is under that Virgoian energy. They may have Virgoian placements or like that are wounded. 9 of Pentacles, notoriously single or non-committed or interested in their own abundance. They're solo. Even if they're in a quote-unquote committed relationship, they might act single. This person may be very money-minded. He's sitting with a treasure box, a treasure chest underneath his elbow. I think, and I'm going to get more clarity in a second, but I think you're giving or were giving, you're either giving or were giving to a black hole. This is someone who would take from you. It's someone who plays on your mind. They might be very manipulative. I think you've invested a lot in this person, not just financially, but relationships-wise. Like, being in a relationship with this person may have cost you relationships, beautiful relationships with other people. That's why the cut flowers are bleeding. And you're looking at the truth, right? All that you've cut out for this person, only for them to continuously hurt you. Like, let's call a spade a spade. This person will be the death of you. Your authentic self. Your highest good path. This person would kill it. Okay? Like, I'm going to be real with you. I'm a no sugarcoating, no filter type reader, right? You book with me for a reason. This person would be the death of you. And your authentic self. You have an open door to separate yourself from this person. You're going to have to take the losses, cut the losses, try and mend the relationships with those that you can. You know, that this person, being in a relationship with this person cost you. Because I do feel like this person, whoever they are, has cost you people. They've cost you people, not beautiful, beautiful things in your life. They've cost you things beyond just the material world. This could be a catalyst, like a false twin. This is someone that you feel like you would put all your eggs in their basket and hope for their change, right? Pluto is about transformation. It's a dream. This is secret code names Pluto's dream. This is like the dream to see someone transformed. And in the meantime, in the mirror of things, it's you that are dreaming of transforming. This person is extremely toxic. You have to master your own mind with 11 total swords. And dodge this bullet, because otherwise I feel like it is going to be like a bullet, right? This Emperor is holding the gun. The Tower in reverse is dodging a bullet. You've got to get the fuck away from this masculine energy. Chances are it's a male. Chances are it's a male. But it's masculine, so don't be confused. This is someone who you have sacrificed a lot hoping for them. You've lost relationships with people that actually mattered. Beautiful relationships with people that you've lost contact with, disconnected with, or straight up had fights with over this person. Like, this person is a black hole. You're never going to see the light from them. They will continuously take the light from you, but you will not see the light come from them. Clarify the Three of Swords, please, Spirit. Yeah, this is your, you think they're your dream come true, but you're refusing to see. We've got the Nine of Cups with the Two of Swords. You're refusing to see. This person is your whole world, your whole universe. But you're not calling a spade a spade. I hope the fuck you do after this reading. You resonated to this reading. This is your reading. You've got a very toxic person costing you things. Yeah, we got the Judgment card. You've got to make a judgment call. If you're going to get through that open door and dodge this bullet, then you've got to make a judgment call. And Wheel of Fortune, change your fate. Comes out with Blossom, which is the Judgment card, and Flow, which is the Wheel of Fortune. These are three major arcana. You were always destined, right? Because major arcana are unavoidable things. You were always destined to cut this energy off. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Yeah, you just need to find the courage. Solar plexus chakra. This is a confidence thing. This is an insecurity thing. Like, you deserve better. You deserve better. You deserve your whole self. You deserve your authentic self. Like, you're losing yourself for them. You're losing yourself for them. Take the lead. Where's your fucking fire? You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have the fire, take the lead, the Three of Wands, this journey energy. Like, you're going to have to take the lead and make your own fire. You're going to have to make your own fire with this judgment call. You're going to have to free yourself. It's like burning your way out. You're going to have to burn this bridge permanently in this lifetime and all other lifetimes, like across time, dimension, space, and reality. This energy is done. This is your devil. This is your demons, your shadow, manifest. Look at that. The skull, right? The huge cloud that is the skull, the storm that keeps you trapped. You have to combat this with everything you've got. You've got to cut your losses. You were healing a very seriously deep soul wound. Pluto is the soul scar. In our birth charts, Pluto is the soul scar. This person may even have a Mars placement or some other very significant placement for you. That's triggering that your Pluto placement. Like, they might have a Sun or Mars in the house in which you have Pluto. So, like, let's just say, for example, you have Pluto in Scorpio. They may have a Sun in Scorpio or a Mars in Scorpio. And they're going to war with your soul scar. They're illuminating your soul scar. You might have a shared Pluto placement. They might have Jupiter, right? They might have Jupiter on your Pluto placement, blowing up your soul scar. It might be affecting your own Mars placement, right? Because the tower is Mars. There might be Aryan energy involved. Because we've got Jupiter, we've got Scorpio / Sagittarian energy, and we've got the Emperor, which is Aryan energy, Mars energy. The tower is Mars energy. And I started even talking about, like, Mars is retrograde in Gemini. Like, you really have to see the reality for what it is and the pain for what it is. Mars retrograde in Gemini is exposing the nightmare. You've got multiple threes. Like, you've got a 3 here, you've got a 3 here, and you've got a 3 here. Whoever this is, you have to let them go. And you have to never look back. Never look back. They're your shadow. They're the devil, the shadow in you, the soul scar in you made manifest solely for you to defeat it. For you to cut it out and say never again. You have sacrificed beautiful things in your life. Beautiful energy, beautiful connections in your life for this person. And I think the problem is you're compounding on your investment because you don't want to see yourself fail with them. You're investing more and investing more and investing more and investing more because you don't want it to be a failure when it was always meant to fail. This person's a black hole. They will continuously suck your light and you will continue to invest in them until you have nothing left. Nothing and no one. They're your black hole. There's something very significant about the Aryan energy here. There may be Aries moons involved, Aries south nodes involved. Like, there could be all kinds of Aryan energy involved. No matter how much you love this person, no matter how many people you've cut off for them, no matter how much you've defended them through the teeth, and stood by them and invested in them and never quit. Like, the whole point of you meeting this person was to absolutely quit and walk away and open that door and never look back, just shut it behind you. This person's your black hole. You may be a Caucasian male dealing with a female like this. Or you could be a feminine watching this dealing with a Caucasian male. They're your black hole. You will never get the result, the light, the potential, the quote-unquote potential you see in them. You'll never see it. Not this lifetime. You'll never see it. You are always destined to leave them. That's the actual soul contract. They've literally hooked and latched into your soul scar. And are cutting it open. Like the swords are where your wings should be. You're an earth angel, like, and have essentially given up your wings for them. To where you're literally like a wounded angel. You've got to burn your way out of this. You've got to burn the bridge behind you. You've got to burn the bridge behind you. This person that you're leaving was always meant to be alone. Maybe always, or even talked about, like, I'm going to die alone. I want to die alone. I don't want anybody with me when I die. Like, shit like that. This is someone whose mind is a maze that they can't get out of. They can't get out of it. Their efforts, they enjoy confrontation. They enjoy you being upset. They enjoy manipulation. And you might think they're your twin flame with the Four of Wands. Like, this is a false twin. And that's the truth. The Ace of Swords, that's the truth. The spade on the sword, that's the truth. They are a black hole. A divine feminine, a dark feminine energy. There may be Lilith placements involved. There may be Lilith placements involved. They are a dark feminine, receiving your light masculine energy. You're dealing with a dark feminine energy. You might have Lilith placements popping off in your chart with this person. Your Lilith may be significantly blown by like a Jupiter or a Mars placement that they have. They might be playing on your Lilith energy. Because they are dark feminine energy. They're receiving light, but they're not giving any. You might very well be in your light masculine energy, your own light masculine aspect, giving to a dark feminine who does not deserve you. Their actions, their behavior do not deserve you. Stop investing in them. Take the beautiful lesson for what it is, because that was worth the investment. The lesson was worth the investment that you've made. And anybody that you've cut off or lost because of this person, if they're meant to be in your life and they're your earth angels, they will come back when you finally let go of this person and you save yourself. Because that's what this message is about. You got to save yourself. You're getting sucked into a black hole. hope this message serves you well when you catch this. Jupiter direct in Pisces. Let yourself see it for what it is. Get back in touch with your soul and flow. Get back in touch with your spirit who wants to be happy, who wants to see their own potential, their own joy, their own happiness come to fruition in this lifetime. Because so long as you're with this person, so long as you're with this black hole person, you're not going to achieve that for yourself. Bliss is not on the menu with them. Joy is not on the menu with them. You're going to have pain and sorrow and heartache and mental imprisonment with this person. You're going to have a maze and manipulation with this person. They might have a very aggressive, warring type personality. I'm telling you, the Aryan energy is strong. You might want to check out your synastry, because Lilith might be at play, South Node might be at play, the Moon might be at play, Mars might be at play, Jupiter might be at play. Hell, even Chiron can be at play. Where you're martyring yourself for them, because your Chiron placement might be aspecting on their Lilith, to where you're martyring for them. And that is the message. That wraps up the secret code names, the secret flyby readings for this new moon in Sag. Whatever unfolds coming from these readings, this energy, right, with this moon, just know it's hugely, hugely transformative in a very positive way. It's going to slingshot you into a bullseye future that your mind and heart can agree with. It's going to open up doors to love like you don't even know. Trust. Trust. If this message resonated with you, oh my God, trust. Burn that bridge. Get out and never look back. Never look back. Let that energy, the black holes, be a part of your past. Learn. Learn so that you can teach other people. Learn so that you can teach other people. When you heal, you ripple healing. When you save yourself is when you learn how to save others. Don't be confused. Don't be confused anymore. All right. That was secret code name, Pluto's Dream. All right, y'all. Until next time, thank you so much to everybody who participated in this event. Thank you for not just investing in yourselves and the healing of yourselves, but the healing of others. That they would be able to manifest and have these readings cross their paths in divine time and receive the messages that they were meant to receive. You guys are superstars in your own right, and I am eternally grateful for your presence here. And I will definitely see you all in 2023 for the secret code name readings yet again. Don't forget to go onto Etsy and book them through the shop so that you don't miss your own personal messages with the different themes going on. There are the themes all announced in advance in the item's description in Etsy, so you can not just see the dates and the signs of the moon, but the actual themes for the event in advance. All right, as gifted to me by Spirit. And I will see you next time. Take care, everybody.